It was after I learned that everything fell into place. What's up guys, it's your boy Jordan back with another e-commerce video, and guys, this is going to be a huge video. So over the past year or so with my Shopify dropshipping journey, I have learned many things, I have failed many times, and I have been able to pick up tons of tips, tricks, and strategies about the entire process. If I were to go back 12 months with the knowledge that I have now, I would have been able to grow my business in a significantly shorter period of time. So therefore, in this video, I want to share with you guys the 3 most important tips, in my opinion, that I have learned over the past couple months that I wish I knew before starting my business. So if you guys are interested in e-commerce and are looking for more ways to grow your business, click the link in the description below to join my free Facebook group. There are over 1,000 entrepreneurs in there, and I'm also in there always helping people, answering questions and doing what I can. Also, if you like the style of my content, hit that subscribe button and tick the notification bell. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. I don't come from a background or a family with a lot of money, so when I was starting my business, I actually had less than $500 in my bank account to go ahead and get started with everything. Therefore, in the initial phases of starting my business, when I spent a little bit of money, or the majority of my money, and got no results in return, I felt like I was defeated. I felt like I lost. It was tough and it did a lot of damage to my mood at that current point in time. But the first lesson that I've learned in the past couple of months, and this held true especially once I started to see some success, is that you shouldn't feel bad about losing your money, especially if the majority of it is going towards Facebook ads. The mindset that you should approach this with is that you are investing your money to get data back from the system. Sometimes this data is not the greatest, but as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, it is your job to take that data as a message that you are doing something incorrectly, whether it be your product videos, your product research, maybe it's your website. I'm not sure exactly what it is for you, but for me, it was a big lesson to learn that it is okay to spend money, and you should not look at it as losing money, or it will be a very long journey for you starting out, and ultimately one that really is not the most fulfilling. Once you're able to change this mindset, the whole process is much easier and more enjoyable. So that is the first tip and thing that I wish I knew before I started my Shopify dropshipping store. The second tip, and one that I believe is among the most important, is that you should never fall in love with a product. So what do I mean by this? A lot of times people will find something that they think is really cool, really unique, and has the potential to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars in products. But not every time is that the case. What I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, when it comes down to this business, your opinion on the product is not what is most important. The most important thing is the way that the market reacts to this product, because ultimately that is where your revenue and your sales are going to come from. It could be a product that you love to death, that you would buy 10, 20 of them, but if the customers are uninterested, you're never going to make money. That's one perspective on this, and another one that I've experienced myself, and it was when I learned this lesson, is even when you have a product that is selling and you do scale it, and I'll tell you guys a story about my first winner. Basically, I had launched this product and I was able to scale it. This was the first time I was able to scale a product. And I scaled it to about 5K in a month. Now, back then, that was the first time I had made that much money. So I was thinking that this was the best product in the world. Obviously, now I wouldn't feel that way, but back then I really thought it was. So even though I wasn't able to scale it any further than that, I kept throwing money at it, throwing money at it, throwing money at it. And at the end of my run with that product, I actually ended up being unprofitable because I fell in love with the stats and the results that I saw from it. Even though they weren't through the roof and the ads manager was telling me that I wasn't profitable, I got those first couple of sales, and in my head, my mentality said, this is a winning product. So I started spending, and I ended up losing money at the end of the day. So I think that is something that you should really try to avoid. Just because you think something is a winning product, just because you may have seen somebody else having extreme success with it, doesn't mean that it is always going to be a winner for you. So the short form of what I'm trying to say is never try to force a product to be successful. Let the data speak for itself and make your decision off of that. One of the biggest tips that I have been able to pick up is this one. So once I was just getting started, my initial focus was to search through AliExpress and search through Amazon and try to find a product that the market has not ever seen before. I was looking for the next big fidget spinner, the next unique thing that nobody has ever seen before. And this was back when my marketing experience was not even the greatest. So I was searching, and the only thing that really came out of that was extreme frustration after seeing the results that I was getting trying this strategy. So it was about 4 months into my general store business being open and active when I had a big shift in my paradigm about the approach to launching, finding, and testing these products. And this is what it is. You don't have to create something that is 100% unique and 100% innovative with this business model. You don't have to find the next big thing. You don't have to create the next big idea. The real skill in this business, in my opinion, and as you get better, you can do what I was talking about in the beginning, but for those just getting started out, the real focus should be to learn to identify the trends in the market. If you're able to do this and you're able to adopt this skill set, you will never have a problem with finding products to sell because you will still end up being ahead of the curve. You're not going to be ahead of the curve in the sense that you're going to be the one to find all the products before everybody else does, but you're going to be ahead of the curve in the sense that you see a trend as it begins to rise and you jump on that trend, you innovate, you create something that is sort of improving upon what is currently there, and then you can get your piece of the pie and profit off of these trends. If you can develop the ability to identify trends, I honestly believe that you will never struggle with finding products. So the third and the biggest tip when it comes to launching a general store and even with a niche store, I feel like with a niche store you should look for more unique and innovative products, but when it comes to selecting a niche, you don't have to find the niche that nobody's ever gone into. You should look for a niche that a few people have gone into and had success with. That shouldn't scare you away. To me, I see that as an indicator that there's a market for those products and for those items. So that tip alone was the one that helped me transform and take things to the next level with my business. Granted, now that is sort of common sense with my approach, but back then I was watching every YouTube video I could. I was on every Facebook group. I was experiencing information overload and I didn't know what to think. But that strategy alone and that mindset alone was the one that was able to get me to shift my ideas start testing trending products, and find my first scalable winner. It was the month after that I ended up having my first $100,000 plus month with Shopify, and since then it has only gone up. So yeah, I really think that tip is valuable to you guys, and I think you should give it some thought and start applying it to your business model. I know I've spoken about it before, but I wanted to put it in here because it is really a huge one. I hope you guys were able to get some value out of the tips that I shared in this video. In my opinion, these are some of the biggest things that I've been able to pick up over this journey, and I truly believe that it will help you guys in the way that you approach running your business and ultimately with running your business in general. If you enjoy the quality of my content, please support me and join the family by hitting that subscribe button below and ticking the notification bell so you can be notified of my future uploads. Also, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you'd like to join my Facebook group, please click the link in the description below and I will accept you as soon as I can. But as for this video, that is everything that I have for you guys today, and I appreciate you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.